which we're breaking down is the 2008 U.S. Open film. So it's a good transition. There is the last time there was an 18-hole playoff was in 2008, where Tiger and Rocco Mediate battled for 91 holes, and Tiger ended up winning on one leg.
That whole thing was actually really good.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't realize, guys, they have like 2 or 3 other ones out there from U.S. Open wins before, and it was like when Tiger dominated in 2000, another one in 2002, and when I got done watching, I almost wanted to watch one of those other ones, just because, like you said, it was damn good.
Did you guys catch the ESPN commentators quote when they were saying like how big of upset Rocco would be over Tiger? He basically said this is like the Titanic beating the iceberg.
Yes,
which is back in the news now.
We have come full circle.
They go what? David versus Goliath, and then the Titanic taking down the iceberg, like
Buster Douglas taking down Tyson.
Buster Douglas taking down Tyson. That was just wild.
Because Rocco was 158th in the world. I think he hadn't won a PGA event since in 5 or 6 years, and that was like one. I think that was his only time he's actually finished in the top 10 of a major.
Well, and like what Bob Costas said, guys, people wouldn't know him outside of his hometown.
No, they wouldn't even know him in his own house.
No,
he's an average Joe.
He looks so
average Joe,
like your normal plumber.
Prior to the 2008 U.S. Open, he took 6th at the PGA Championship in 2002, and then he took tied for 15th at the Masters in 2001, and then he tied for 18th in 1996 at the Open Championship.
And guys, like what's even crazy is like when you see the video, you compare Tiger's swing to Rocco's swing. Rocco just looks like he should be a member at the Bellwood Oaks course there in Hastings. Ethan, he just, like you said, he's an average Joe.
Yeah, literally.
I mean, just the way he dressed.
And then have the audacity to come out and wear red on Monday of the playoff.
Dude, that was awesome.
Get out of here.
That was so funny. It was like, well, I don't know if Tiger wears red on Monday, but Rocco wears red on Monday.
He wears red on Sunday. I don't know what Tiger wears on Monday.
It's a playoff. You know damn well Tiger's going to wear red.
Of course.
Oh. But Dylan, with Tiger and that injury, his stress fracture, was that in his left leg or his right leg?
His left leg.
I can't remember.
Was it?
Because remember on that swing, his right foot slips and put all the pressure on his left leg, and that's when they heard the crack in his leg.
Oh yeah, was that when they
broke it? Yeah, not just fractured. That's
when the ACL snapped.
I think so.
And then his caddy told him he should just pack it in. There's no shame in quitting. And he looks at him, "Fuck you! I'm winning this tournament." And then he just goes -5 for the day.
Yeah, after that shot, it's crazy. He can do one shot.
Because he was +3 at the time. He was +3 at the time, and then he goes -5 to finish the day -2.
Like that's just nuts.
And like when he said, just shows about how much he wanted to win, and how much of a competitor he is, and how different he is. He goes, well, if this is the most pain I can get all day, I can fight through this.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like dude, you just snapped your ACL. When I tore my meniscus, I could hardly walk up the stairs for 2 days, let alone playing in a golf tournament. Now, sure, maybe if it was Tiger's left leg, it's different because mine was my right, and there's no way I could have spun it. But that's just the toughness that guy had and the will to win is just amazing. After he goes, oh shoot, if this is the worst pain it can be, yeah, I can walk 2.5 more days on this thing. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. And at Torrey Pines, which is not a flat area either. There's a lot of hills. Hills there. It's considered a national park where people go hiking at.
Well, and guys,
and that was the first time too. Before that, that was the first time he's actually walked 18 holes since he played Augusta that year.
Yeah, because then he had surgery after Augusta, correct?
Yep.
Something like that, yeah. Just stupid. Like,
well, yeah, guys. I didn't. Go ahead, Ethan.
No, I was just gonna say, it's just he beat every golfer literally with one leg that was actually somewhat useful, and probably like the hardest playing conditions they'll ever play in, or one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like one freaking leg.
Yeah. What do you guys? Do you guys remember that tournament at all?
Not really, I guess. No.
I'm going to be honest. The only thing I remember from that tournament was I watched Monday because it was in the summer. We were, Ethan, we would have been going into our freshman year of high school.
I
think I was going into 8th grade.
Yeah, we had freshman year. I remember we had a summer football workout that I went to in the morning from like 9 to 11. That was before I had a car, so I would bike to West, guys, which was like a 30, 40-minute bike ride there. And I remember coming home every time I'd have to go up this steep hill. That was the first time in my life I went from the bottom to the top of this hill in one stretch. And I was just absolutely exhausted and gassed. But when I got home, I got downstairs and I just got on the couch and had a blanket on. And I just remember watching this, just amazed that Tiger could do this, watching this injury and just going back and forth. So I remember Monday, and that's probably the only time I watched that tournament, when it was live as a 14-year-old kid.
Yeah, what I remember is I remember coming home on a Saturday night. We went to church, and then we went and ate somewhere, and then we came back, and I remember my dad and I kind of had it on, and then we got back to go see how it was, and then all of a sudden I remember Tiger's chip in on 17 from I don't think it was from the bunker, it was from the just off the bunker in the rough, and he chips in and he just sits there, starts laughing that he can't believe that he made that shot.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden he was in the lead, and then that Sunday it was kind of on and off, and then kind of saw that he was struggling, and then he makes that incredible comeback where hole 18, it did not start out great for him.
Well, his first two shots were garbage.
Yeah. And then, that shot out of the bunker too, where he ground spikes his sand wedge.
Yeah.
And then Rocco had that chance to birdie it to win it, and it just goes out. And then I remember that putt, because I remember I just went up the steps and I asked my dad, what's going on? And he's like, he needs this putt to go into a playoff. And and I think everybody knew. I was like, he's going to make this. And sure enough, hits it. Just absolute pandemonium. The announcer's saying, expect anything different? And then Rocco too, which is funny, on the documentary, he goes, yeah, I knew he was going to make it. He's Tiger Woods. If that's anybody else, they aren't making that shot. But Tiger Woods makes that shot.
100%. And like, even, before that, besides the holes that Tiger went absolutely nuclear on, and he had those two eagles on Saturday.
Yeah, the one he was dunked it.
Putting was not friendly for that tournament for these guys.
A lot of dead spots on the green. I remember looking at that, especially on 18 too.
Did it say how long that second eagle was from the back of the green, where he damn near, it sounded like he almost hit the freaking stick on the second shot?
I don't remember. I know Ricky had like a 69-foot putt for eagle on Saturday. That was an incredible putt.
50.
But I gotta say,
it was long.
With these guys, this is the way that U.S. Open should be: 2 under to even par to win it. Not this whole 10 under thing that we had this last weekend.
Those players bitching about it this week. Just shut up. Like, come on. Like,
it was Hugh Hefner's monkeys. Those were the biggest problem.
Who was it? Koepka, Fitzpatrick. Who else complained this last week about it? There was one more. I
Yeah, I don't know.
Koepka was the big one, but he can be kind of a crybaby when he doesn't get his way and he doesn't play good.
Yeah.
But and also, you look at the Torrey Pines and guys in 18, how I think was it on Sunday they had the pin in the front part of the green, but they also had that the water hazard right in front of that where your approach shot you have to be on, and if you're super long, you're screwed. But if you're short, you put it in the water. So I don't know how these guys do what they do. It's just incredible.
It's insane. A lot of practice and a lot of God-given ability.
Well, and then also, like, you mentioned where Tiger almost dunked it and he's laughing, that one eagle. I've seen that clip, that reel, whatever you want to call it, for years. I didn't know it was this tournament. I had no idea what tournament that was from until seeing this documentary. I'm like, oh, that was from Torrey Pines. Now, whenever I see that, I can put an event to it, and I'm like, well, so this was when he won it on one leg. So that was kind of cool now.
And then he goes in Eagles 18 after chipping in.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know about you guys, but anytime after I get a birdie, my next tee shot is just going to be absolutely duffed.
Well, or you're going to find a fairway, not the hole you're playing, but a different fairway.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's what happened That's what happened the last time I did get a birdie. Was I hit it into the other fairway.
But also, guys,
I duffed it into the ground and it rolled onto the fairway.
Ooh, that's a good way to do it.
That's not good.
Luckily, it was I was in league, so they take the best drive. So luckily, we had somebody else that actually hit a good drive. So my tee shot wasn't needed.
But also, guys, give Rocco some credit, because before that, Tiger had his 13 major championships. When he was up on Sunday, it was almost over. Like, just at this point, why even play? Rocco didn't back down, and he played a great Sunday. And like he told his caddy, if I do what I know I can do, I'm going to win. I'm going to beat this kid. And he made Tiger earn it on 18. So props to Rocco for that. Everyone else, that just mentally they would have worn down, like, this is Tiger Woods. Or like when you're playing Michael Jordan, he's going to make this. It's just, that mental edge that Tiger had on everyone else. Rocco didn't back down. And it was cool to see the fans kind of be on his side too, where they weren't cheering just for Tiger. They were like, oh my God, we're witnessing history. This is the Titanic beating the iceberg. Let's cheer for Rocco.
Well, and it was also cool. Probably Rocco's last chance and only chance that he was ever going to get at winning a major, because he was 158th in the world. And then in the playoff, he was down 3 strokes with 8 holes to go, and Tiger kind of falls apart, and Rocco, to his credit, makes an incredible comeback. He was able to tie it at 14.
Yeah, 3 birdies in a row.
Yeah, and then he goes up 1 on 15 that was 3 straight birdies, and Tiger just misses to tie it on 16. And then on 18 he hits his first shot this was in the
hit it in the bunker.
Right? On 18 he hits it into the bunker, and then he gets out of it and actually has a fairly makeable putt for birdie, and it goes just left. And then Tiger's 40-foot eagle putt to win, he just misses it. He makes the birdie. They go to the playoff, or sudden death.
Okay, that's right.
And they go to hole 7, and that was when Rocco hit it in the bunker. He pulled it, and then he had to take a drop, and he had about a 20-foot putt to save par, but he misses and bogeys, and Tiger kind of plays it safe. He goes below the hole, and then he birdies it, or he just misses the birdie and then pars, and then that's how he won his 14th major.
I love how he said there's Rocco goes.
I thought Rocco had it.
Well, I love how he said it
took the words out of my mouth.
There's great players, and then like, which one are you? Misses the putt. Get your answer.
Get your answer. I'm a normal player.
You're a normal guy.
I remember my dad on the playoff. I remember him. I called him to let him know that it was going into a playoff, and he came home to watch the final hole with me to see. I just remember him saying, man, I feel bad for Rocco because that was his one shot that he was going to have at a major. Now it's gone. Now I'm sure he's having a nice career on the senior tour.
Is he still playing?
Probably on the senior tour.
He'd be what? He'd be 45. He'd be
59, 60 right now.
He is 60. He is born in 1962. Yep.
He's my dad's age. But Craig's a better athlete than him.
Absolutely.
I'd take Craig over Rocco.
Oh, for sure. Have you seen that guy golf? Grant's seen him golf.
I've seen him golf. The dude's an absolute mechanic out there.
Oh, yeah. Him and his chipping with his
Craig's a great golfer. Rocco's a normal golfer.
Yes.